Well, hello everyone. This is just a short video to talk about Friday's class, the Reformation era. Yeah, I know, it's not a pretty picture. Well, it hasn't been a pretty 3 days. It definitely was the flu. The fever broke the other day, but still just, weak. But I have confidence that Friday I'll be back. Okay, I know I had talked about maybe making a video, kind of a narrated PowerPoint. I've kind of abandoned that idea because, well, I just did. I'm launching in another direction. I wanted to explain an assignment that I'd like to do for Friday. Okay? And it dovetails in nicely with where we've been. We kind of left off with Luther heading to Worms. And then, of course, he'll go to the Wartburg from 1521, April of 1521, all the way until March of 1522, a 10-month period, just about 10 months. At any rate, there's a very famous series of sermons that Luther preached when he returned to Wittenberg in 1522, one sermon per day for an entire week. And he did it because things had gotten out of control in Wittenberg with the Reformation. And he did it to settle the people down, give them God-pleasing guidance on how to properly reform the church. And as it turns out, there's 16 of us in class, and there's 8 sermons. So I thought, you're all welcome to read all 8 sermons if you wish. It's about 23 pages in PDF for all of them. But what I'd like to do is I'd like to break this into couples, right? So pair up, and each one of you take each pair, grab one of the sermons, and basically what I'm looking for is you read through it, digest what it's saying, and be in a position to share with the class on Friday just a brief overview of the sermon, what Luther's concerns are, and what he rails against, and what he comforts, and gives direction concerning this whole issue of Reformation. Because, as I said, in his absence, things had gotten out of control, and Melanchthon, he was not in a position to provide adequate leadership. So, I was filming this morning here in my COVID-era studio that I set up during those months and was videotaping constantly for class. So this comes in useful. I hope you don't mind. I didn't throw up the green screen, which I also bought at that time, and do something goofy. But I am going to turn me off now because, well, you probably have seen enough. And what I'd like to do is just to switch to Moodle and then show you how it links to perusal, because I put these sermons as one document. The document comes from Concordia Fort Wayne Seminary, the Missouri Synod Seminary in Fort Wayne, Indiana. And I put it into perusal because I think perusal is a much better platform for making comments. Okay? So let me just get that set up real quick, and I'll be back with the narration. Forgive me in advance if this is rehashing territory you've been on in other classes. I just want to make sure we're all on the same page. So here's our Reformation Moodle site. Okay? Now if we scroll down, okay, we're right here in Unit 2 where it says the German Spark, and this is where I've set up that perusal assignment. Once you click on it, and please do that, don't go directly to the perusal site, but rather access this perusal assignment through Moodle. Then it will generate properly where to put give you credit in the gradebook for doing it. Okay? So, if you click on this, it will take you to perusal. Okay? And now I have lost screen. Oh, I'm going to do it this way. Okay, I'll just drag it over here. I think that'll work. So here we have the 8 Wittenberg sermons. All right, and like I said, it's about 23 pages, but the sermons are clearly marked. So here's number 1. It's probably the longest one. Okay, then the second sermon on Monday after Invocavit, and all the way down, etc., etc. There are 8 of them. That breaks out to 2 apiece. Okay, so a pair of students per sermon. Now, we don't have to go through a long sign-up process, and you don't even need to let me know. Okay, I wouldn't call it a group project. I just want to make sure that 2 people are doing 1 sermon. Okay, and how do you claim this? Well, just highlight, okay, and then automatically your icon or your student ID will show that you're doing this one, and you can just write, "Hi, I claim this one," or whatever, or you can just start commenting, and that way the other members of the class can see, okay, this sermon has 2 people working on it. I'll find one that has either nobody or just 1 person working on it. Okay, so perusal will automatically generate. So if you run across a statement that you just want to comment on, like this, as John declares in his first chapter, that's all you have to highlight, and then make your comment whatever thought hit you. Okay, so pretty straightforward. You've worked with discussion boards before, I'm sure, but that is the gist of it, and I'm going to ask you to have that done by class time on Friday. So the 8 sermons that Luther preached upon his return from the Wartburg in 1522. Now, if you've ever had a project or an idea get out of control because the mob took over the idea and it launched in a different direction than you envisioned, well, you can sympathize with Luther and to a certain extent Melanchthon. There were real problems in Wittenberg. And these very, very famous sermons that he preached every day for an entire week, from the first Sunday in Lent through the second Sunday in Lent. He made all the people in Wittenberg attend. Then he righted the ship and set it on its proper course. We'll talk more about why things got out of control in Wittenberg by 1522 in class on Friday. But until then, enjoy reading this. And God willing, as I said, we'll see you in class on Friday. Good luck to our girls tonight. Hope they win. Okay, take care.